Namaste everyone, I am Ramyashri. Welcome to my channel Ashwin's Astrology. So today November 20th, both Maharashtra and Jharkhand citizens have voted for their state elections and we are expecting the state election results on 23rd of November. So in this video, I'll be covering the astrological predictions, the outcome of the Maharashtra and Jharkhand elections. So I'll be making in both English as well as in Hindi wherever necessary. So please do watch this video till the end and also share this video among your friends and family circle or anyone who is interested in this political scenario. I know it's elections are quite interesting and election videos are the ones which has already always done well for me in my YouTube channel also. So that's why I always don't take a back seat, or I always am enthusiastic also to analyze for the elections results. So this time I did it a bit late, or I'm doing after the voting because just to keep up with the election committee regulations as well. So that's why. So we'll first take up the Maharashtra elections, then we'll go ahead with the Jharkhand elections. So firstly for Maharashtra elections, why Maharashtra has a state is very important. This we have to consider because always this Maharashtra elections, currently they have BJP and Shiv Sena, the one part of Shiv Sena in alliance. So we have to understand first why Maharashtra is important. So Maharashtra has a state from the geographical point of view as well as from economical point of view is the cash cow of a country. So there are two states in a country which are called as the actual cash cows or the stabilized cash cows of a country, that is Maharashtra as well as Karnataka. We do have other states coming up like Telangana, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh and all, but they are not to that extent, or they have not shown that amount of consistency the way Maharashtra and Karnataka is showing. So we are already aware that Karnataka is with Congress and hence Maharashtra, which is in an alliance with Bharatiya Janata Party as well as Shiv Sena's one wing headed by Eknath Shindeji, who is the current chief minister. So this is a very important state because for Bharatiya Janata Party they have to acquire this state to remain in power in center. And for Congress, winning Maharashtra will help them to come back to power in center. So that's why Maharashtra becomes a very important state. From economical point of view, they are the largest contributor for the India's nominal GDP, which is coming up to 15%. And Maharashtra has around 14 seaports. Among them, 2 of them are the major seaports, which handle the highest amount of exports for our country. And this is the reason, these are the reasons why Maharashtra as a state is very, very important in politics. Similarly, coming to Jharkhand, Jharkhand may not be economically so profitable or may not be yielding such great value here, but Jharkhand from the geographical point of view is at that place where it is surrounded by neighboring states like West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh and all, and Bharatiya Janata Party has Uttar Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, and they are aiming for Bihar and West Bengal. So they need it, they want it in the complete form. So they might be in alliance also, but they need it in complete form. So that's why having these states in their kitty is very important for Bharatiya Janata Party because they have to go by region, and for Congress they don't have any much presence in this area, and capturing any one of them also will keep the hopes alive for them to concentrate on Uttar Pradesh, because which is the largest state in our country and also which has the largest amount of Lok Sabha constituencies, which they targeted in the 2024 elections so that they could give a good fight, and they did that and they were successful in it. And that's why Jharkhand elections is also has some great prominence, and that's why both the states elections has been really in news nowadays. So from the geopolitical scenarios I have mentioned how these states are important. Now we'll head to the predictions. So now we'll analyze the day when the voting has taken place, that is today 20th of November, around 7 a.m. the voting started. So if we cast the kundli at this time, we can see it is Vrishchik Lagna with Sun and Mercury in the Lagna, and Jupiter being Vakri in the 7th house, Saturn in the 4th house, Rahu Ketu in 511 axis, Venus in the second, and Lagna Lord, main importantly Mars, Lagna Lord is debilitated in the 9th house, and Moon, Chandrama is in the 8th house. So this is the planetary positions for the current day when the voting is done. So if we see from this chart, because it is Vrishchik Lagna, so in the whole Bachakra we say that Vrishchik Rashi is the most mysterious sign. So that's why because it is Vrishchik Lagna, so the outcome of this election result could be very surprising. So for both the parties it would be really surprising and unexpected also. And because Sun is directly on the degree of the Lagna, so it might happen that there could be some return of a chief minister who has already been a chief minister, so that person could become a chief minister again, because 10th Lord Sun is in the Lagna, and Mercury being in the Lagna, it also shows that because it's Digbali also, someone who is very witty and very smart, that person might become the chief minister. So the outcome would be very mysterious and surprising. So now let's take up Bharatiya Janata Party as well as Congress party charts, and if we try to superimpose on the voting day chart. So if we see from here, for Bharatiya Janata Party it is Mithun Lagna, and for Congress it is Kanya Lagna. So if we see this chart from Mithun Lagna point of view, where Moon is present, so we can see that Venus, a benefic planet, is aspecting the Lagna. So this day becomes bit favorable for Bharatiya Janata Party. But considering that for Congress, Rahu is sitting in the Lagna, so they may pull out something, or there could be some strategy they would have actually employed that might work well at certain places for them. So this could be a very neck to neck fight for both BJP and Congress, and there is a high amount of chances that there could be an hung assembly also. So no one party will get the majority, and we already know that BJP is not contesting in all the constituencies. They have an alliance with the Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde, and even at the Congress side also they are not alone. They are joining hands with NCP and the other part of Shiv Sena. So this voting day chart also shows it very clearly that not a single party will come into power here. It will be an alliance itself. As it is very clear that it is alliance, now we have to see which alliance, the India alliance or it is the NDA alliance which would get the power in Maharashtra. For that we have to make use of Dasha, Antardasha and many other factors also. So if we take these factors into consideration, we can see that for BJP it is Moon, the Mahadasha, Mercury Antardasha and Mangal का प्रत्यंतर दशा. So Mangal हम जानते हैं कि अब फिलहाल it is debilitated, नीच का है कर्क राशि में. तो मंगल भाजपा के चार्ट में दे वेर एक्चुअली इन 3rd हाउस. सो मंगल वक्री भी था और सिंह राशि में था, जो एक अच्छी राशि है, और राहु गुरु शनि के साथ था, और बुध और केतु से दुष्ट, एंड ये सारा 3-9 एक्सेस में था. सो दैट्स गुड. एंड वीनस जो है 12th लॉर्ड एंड 5th लॉर्ड होकर 12th हाउस में है. सो कंसिडरिंग फ्रॉम दिस फैक्ट्स ऑफ Moon, Mercury, Mars, and now seeing it in the transit, so Venus is being really favorable for Maharashtra. So I mean for BJP. So they may get more and more women votes and more support from women folk than the men. And also there could be a way that certain strategies which BJP has played out that will really work out well for them than expected. So because Venus is the planet of strategies, of discipline, of structuring everything, planning, everything is of Venus. So that will work well for them. Now seeing for the Congress, they are running through Jupiter Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha and in the Chandramas Pratyantardasha. So they are at the almost last leg of the Jupiter Mahadasha. So this could be one last favorable election for them. So for Congress, it may be like a certain section of society they would be able to get the votes from that society, and for Congress not much things would favor for them. So only the emotional aspects or any monetary benefits or anything as such, those things actually might favor them, but majoritarily this doesn't look that favorable for Congress. And also they are at almost the last leg of the Jupiter Mahadasha, where just 3-4 months is left. So now from February onwards, Shani Mahadasha will start for the Congress chart if you are taking from 1978 chart. So that's why there is some kind of miscommunication with the other alliance partners. That also would happen because currently Buddha is in Vrishchik Rashi during the time also and now also. So the Mercury transit over Mercury is little bit favorable for them, but the rest, because Moon is conjunct with Rahu, so that might actually hurt them to an extent. This is based on their chart. So for Congress, it's not that good. Now taking the Jharkhand elections, so considering the state formation chart of Jharkhand and also of the current situation there, superimposing that chart on the voting day chart, I can see that there are certain planets which are favoring both the planets, and there are certain which are not favoring. So because of this, there's a lot of confusion, and with Shani being direct now, Guru being Vakri, and many planets in Kendra to each other, so now alliance becomes very, very important. So maybe that Jharkhand also may end up with hung assembly. So there is a likely chances of it, or there could be a slight edge which BJP may get, because currently the time looks favorable for BJP for a couple of months. So that's why Jharkhand is, I would say, more or likely an hung assembly. So there could be no clear majority, but they might have to look for alliance only with the independent candidates or with the any other small parties. So that may actually help, but they have to do it before the Congress does. So that is the situation in Jharkhand. So these were my election analysis for both Maharashtra and Jharkhand elections. I hope you like it. Please drop in your feedback or suggestions in the comment box. And also please keep watching Ashwin's Astrology. Like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you and have a good day.